Hi, my name's Brandon Huey. I'm going to be making the Light as a Dream hot rolls. I'm going to start by measuring 1 3/4 cup of Friendly Farms Vitamin D whole milk. So I don't actually have a measuring cup, so what I'm going to do is use this blender bottle that I have to measure it out. You can see the measurements. Let me see. It's kind of backwards, but I'm going to fill it up to 14 ounces, which is equivalent to 1 3/4 cup of milk. So it's kind of hard for you to see. Almost. So here's 1 cup, which is also, it actually says on my milk thing at 240 milliliters. So that's good. That looks like a lot actually. So I'm gonna pour the milk in. Then put this on power level 4 and then wait for it to heat up a little bit. So while that's warming up, I'm gonna measure my sugar and my shortening. So I got the Baker's Corner sugar and the Walmart shortening right here. So, 1/2 cup. Need a little bit more, so I'm gonna get a little bit more with my tablespoon, just put it in, and then I'll level it off in a second. Okay. Sugar. Oh shoot. Might actually this good. Sugar's ready for after I scald my milk, and then I have 1/4 cup, 4 tablespoons, same thing for the shortening. Shoot, I might need a spoon for this one. So I'm stirring it right now so the film doesn't go over the milk. It's bubbling on the side, so it looks pretty much good. I had to increase it a little bit to 6, so it would start bubbling more. And then I'm about to take it off, and then I'm gonna put the Baker's Corner sugar in, the 1/2 cup, and I'm gonna put in the 4 tablespoons of shortening. So here's the sugar I'm putting in. There we go. Putting in the sugar. Mixing it in. Tablespoon of shortening. If I can get it out. I'm gonna get the rest of it out. Here's the second one. It's really hard to get out. Okay. Here's the second one. get the rest out off camera. Here's the third. And here's the last one. So I'm gonna mix all of this in for a minute or so, and then I'm gonna let it cool down for about 5 minutes. While that's cooling down, I have my Walmart bread flour enriched in bleach. Yeah, bread flour enriched in bleach. And then I have my, where is it? Here. Active dry yeast I'm gonna add in. So. And then I'm gonna level this off. I don't have a leveler, so I'm using this. I'm using a knife, just like with the sugar and shortening. I'm leveling it off. Not on camera, but there's 1 cup. And then camera. Okay. Leveling it off. Get it as accurate as possible. 2 cups. And I'm adding in the active dry yeast, Baker's Corner also, 3.5. That's tablespoons. Sorry. Glad I checked. 3.5 teaspoons. So let me go over this, not the bowl. Okay. Let's see. Just 1 teaspoon. There's 2. I don't think this. Oh, yeah, they'll be able to get it. And then. I have to cut a little more off. Might fit the half actually. That's a little less. Okay. Get my second one open. There's the half, and then I have one more teaspoon. Oh, just didn't fully get, there we go. Okay, that's a little bit more. Okay. And there you go, 3.5. So now I'm gonna mix this up right here. I don't have a blender, so I'm just doing a little by hand. So I stirred it for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna put in the warm milk shortening and sugar mixture in, and then I'm gonna mix it up with my hands. So this is what the mixture looks like right now. I'm gonna keep mixing it in. So I stirred this with my hand for about 5 to 6 minutes. Did a little bit longer because I don't have a blender mixer. So I'm gonna do it for another couple seconds, then I'm gonna let it sit for about an hour and a half, hour, 2 hours, around that time. So get it all off my hands and then I'll let it sit. Measure out the shortening. I switched to tablespoon because it was way too hard on the quarter cup to get it out. One, and then I'm gonna do, I guess I'll just do the other ones once it starts swollen, because I'll just keep waiting for it to warm up. So it's been about an hour and a half, and I'm gonna add the 2 cups of the breaded flour. So we start with the first one. Here's half a cup. It's my friend Rue stretching. Oh. The bread looks too, by the way. It rose a good amount. Okay. There it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna mix this in for about a minute, and then I'm gonna add the other 3 to it. I'm gonna add the second cup now. Gonna put in my 3rd cup here. I have my sous chef John here to help. My bad, John. It's okay. Chef. And I'm gonna put in the last half cup now. Okay, it's almost done pretty much mixing, so I'm gonna let it stand for, the recipe says 30 minutes, let it rise, and then probably punch it back down again in 30 minutes, depending on where it's at. Here's Canal. Looks pretty good. The bread rose a decent amount, so I'm gonna flatten it now by punching it. Oh shoot. It's pretty solid.
Oh shoot.
Alright, I'm gonna let this rise for another 30 minutes. So it's been over 35 minutes. The dough has raised a good amount, and I'm gonna put this in the fridge for the night. Hopefully I don't get a shell. Oh, that's sketchy. There you go, no shell. I'll mix this in and then I'll come back when I get the other egg in. Mixed in the second egg now, and then I'm about to add in the egg yolk, and finally I believe I'll have to check the recipe, but I think 1.5 cups or 6 of butter. I'll see. Final step before I put it in the fridge, I'm going to cut 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter and then soften it up. I'm going to put it into the microwave for about like 10 seconds just to soften it a little bit. A few more seconds. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Put this in. Then I'm gonna mix this in. Last thing of the night. Okay, the bread is finally, not bread yet, the dough is finally mixed in, and I'm gonna leave it in overnight, and I will be back in like, what time is it now? Gotta go to class, like 15 hours? Alright, see ya. So this is what the bread looks like after about 14 hours. Let's take a look. If I can get it off. Hold on. There we go. That's what the bread looks like. It looks like it rose a little bit, but not too much. Now I'm gonna mix in my 1 cup of bread flour. I don't have a sifter, but my friend let me borrow his rice strainer, so hopefully it works. Oh, okay, it works. Works pretty well. So I'm gonna sift this in. It's gonna take a minute or so. Okay, I sifted all of the bread flour, and I'm gonna put in teaspoons of salt now, the Walmart Great Value salt. So it's pretty good. And 2. So this should increase the flavor on the bread. And then baking powder, Baker's Corner, and my baking soda. Baking Corner as well, great brand. It should be, yeah, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon, there it is. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Get the rest of the salt off. And half a teaspoon of the baking soda. There you go. So I'm gonna mix this all together, and then I'm gonna put it into the dough. Just gonna pour it in now, so it looks, both of them. So I'm gonna mix this together for a couple of minutes, and I will be back when it's mixed in. So I fully mixed in all the flour salt, baking powder, and baking soda. I'm gonna cut this up into, or make it into 20 balls, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. So I'll be right back. So I rolled up all of the dough into about 20 balls. I stretched out the surface and I tucked them underneath. Except for these two, I'm going to do something interesting with them. I'm gonna put protein powder in them, the Rise marshmallow protein powder, and I'm going to do the 6 tablespoons of butter and the 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna spread it on all of the dough. So I also cut an X on all of the dough balls. I'm about to put them, or brush them with butter. I don't really have a brusher, so I'm just gonna do like a quick dunk in. So I have almost all my dough, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven now. I put the water in 5 minutes beforehand. Get my oven mitt on. It's on 375. Had the water in here. Here we go. It's been about 25 minutes. I'm pulling this out now. Looks pretty solid overall. So this is the final product of the water steam-based bread. This is the protein one. These two came out a little bit burnt. On that one, are cooked a little faster than all the other ones. The buttered and non-buttered turned out pretty much the same. Really no difference between the two. And then I'm gonna do my no steam one next. All right, we got the taste test. That's what the texture is. Pretty solid. Pretty cool.
Oh, it's pretty good.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Tastes like bread.
It does. It's actually not too bad.
Pretty successful, yeah. So it's been about 20 minutes, about 22 minutes. Take it out. It looks pretty similar to the one with steam. Not really like too many differences. Looks about the same. This one tastes pretty good. Honestly, it might have more flavor than the one I cooked with steam. I'll have to try another one, but this one tastes like it has more flavor. It almost tastes like alcohol a little bit. Here's a pinched one, the ball and pinched one on the bottom. So it turned out pretty good. This is my protein one. It's a little crispy. Let's see if I can get in here. A little crispy on the top, but it tastes just like my marshmallow protein powder, so it tastes like marshmallows, honestly. And it's not really, on the inside I thought it was gonna be drier, but it's about the same texture as the other ones. So here's what the bread inside looks like. Looks about the same as the other one. This one honestly might look a little better, but that's what it looks like. I'm about to taste test it.
No, my mouth's full.
Wait, what do you what do you think? What do you think?
It's really good. It reminds me of a biscuit.
A biscuit?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. How's the texture?
Oh no!
It's really good.
Okay.
I
Thank
like
you.
how it's hard on the top but soft in the middle.
Glad to hear it. Thank you, Cameron.